So guys, we're all aware of the current situation right now. The RAM shortages, the GPU insane price hikes, etc, 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 and all of it made the gamers desperate. So HP thought, why not take advantage of this?
And behold, HP's new gaming laptop subscription.
And it is as it sounds. You're renting a laptop which you'll never own no matter how long you pay. And this thing's been quietly planned for months now, but it really blew up after Lioness Tech Tips poked it with a stick. Now their pitch is simple. Pay monthly, get a gaming laptop, upgrade every year, enjoy the premium support. And when you're done, send it back like an Amazon return. Sounds simple, right? It also sounds comfortable. Yeah, I really wish it was really that simple, guys. But the fine print says otherwise.
And I can already smell the trouble from 3.75 miles away.
Pandora's box, here we come. Let's crack it open and see what HP is actually offering here, because that's what we care about as gamers, right? The specs and the math. And we all know the math does not care about marketing at all. At the low end, HP lets you rent a Victus 15. You're getting an AMD Ryzen 8 8845HS, a NVIDIA RTX 4050, 16GB of RAM, and a 1TB SSD for a mere $50 a month. My god, you must be thinking right now, what a bargain. It's really a bargain for $50 a month. Until you realize that exact laptop is currently selling for $950. After doing the maths, you'll be done in 19 months. And congratulations, you've paid for the full laptop. Except you don't own it.
Say what now, LT?
Yep, that's what subscription means, guys. You don't own the thing at all. You own the nice memories, not the laptop itself. HP owns that. But hey, $950 isn't a lot of money to a lot of people, so let's crank it up a notch. The Omen 16, it goes with an RTX 5060 and it goes for a mere $70 a month, while the RTX 5070 version jumps to $80 a month. Now these machines retail around $1,300 to $1,500, meaning you hit the full purchase price in under 20 months. And then you must be thinking,
Yeah, I finished my payments. Oh wait, they weren't payments? Oh crap, I forgot it was a subscription. That means I don't own it, but I was paying
You were not paying, you were subscribing. Now I think you're catching up with what I'm getting at, eh guys? Alright, now let's upgrade to the final boss of laptops, the big daddy of HP, Il Matador, the Omen Max 16. Ooh, this bad boy comes with an Intel Core Ultra 9, an RTX 5080, 32GB of freaking RAM, and 1TB SSD. Your monthly damage though, $130. Retail price? About $2,100. So after about 16 months, you've paid enough to outright buy the thing. If this were the real world. But this, guys, this is HP's world. You paid full price for a subscription.
Oh, come on, LT. I'm not gonna own this one too.
Fine print, my dear gamers and gamerettes. Fine print.
But that's not fair. I was paying monthly for this thing.
Well, you're paying monthly for Netflix. Does that mean after 2 years you own Netflix? And that is the meaning of a subscription. I bet you they have another trick in their bags. They will argue, and they really want you to focus on this, that you can upgrade every year. But here's the problem. Gaming laptops, they don't leap forward annually anymore. You're not jumping generations, you're hopping between slightly warmer GPUs and marginal FPS gains while HP resets the clock on your freaking payments. And I don't want you to get twisted or confused, guys. The pricing only looks competitive because many of these laptops are currently on sale. At MSRP, the break-even stretches closer to 25 months, which is just long enough for HP to whisper,
Why not stick around another year?
"Ooh, I'm subscribed to their subscription service, so I must need headsets, mics, mouse, keyboards." Haha, HP got you there, baby. You can lease a HyperX Cloud Alpha wireless headset or a Quadcast mic for $8 a month each. Which is, it's honestly getting ridiculous at this point. They might as well lease my legs, arms, and crap.
Okay, that kind of escalated quickly.
Anyways, I bet a few of you thought, aha, so I'll cancel early. And HP says you can't cancel anytime technically. I mean, you want to cancel the Victus in month 2? That's a $550 freaking fee. You want to cancel the Omen Max? $1,430 freaking dollars, and you still send the laptop back like a good citizen. My god, are these mother freakers attached to their crap or what? So is there a way for you to cancel for free? Well, yes, of course there is, after month 13. And sure, if you cancel at that exact moment, you might feel like you outplayed the system. But HP still wins. They got over a year of guaranteed payments and they get the laptop back to rent out again. And if you miss that timing even slightly and the math flips against you, you're now paying more than the machine is worth while still owning nothing. Either way, HP collects. Early exit, fees. Perfect exit, hardware return. Late exit, endless monthly payments. There is basically no version of this where HP loses. The only choice you get is how they win. So is it really worth it? Well, on paper, maybe, for people allergic to ownership and they just love the idea of monthly payments.
Subscription.
Now let's do the part HP really hopes you don't do. Compare the subscription to the alternatives that already exist. Because guys, once we do that, this whole thing really falls apart and starts to just look, well, stupid. And let's start with the obvious one, financing. And to be specific, 0% financing. And this is the most boring option. It's also the most devastating to HP's argument. I mean, you can already buy a gaming laptop today, pay 0 interest, spread the cost over 12 to 24 months, and this is important guys, own the damn freaking thing at the end. No exit fees, no return box, no thank you for your payments, now give it the freak back. Even HP themselves, they offer financing, which makes this whole subscription feel like HP arguing against HP. Then you've got the option of buying used. I know, it's a scary word. But guys, gaming laptops, they depreciate fast, which is bad news for sellers and good news for buyers. A 1-year-old RTX 4060 or 4070 laptop can be hundreds of dollars cheaper while still delivering near identical performance for most games. And when you're done, you resell it. You recover some of the value, something the subscription will never let you do.
Because you never owned the damn thing to begin with.
And finally, you've got last generation laptops, the thing HP quietly avoids mentioning. You see guys, gaming performance doesn't scale the way marketing wants you to think it does. Last year's GPU doesn't suddenly turn into e-waste when a new one launches. A discounted RTX 3070 or 4060 machine will still chew through modern games just fine, especially if you're not chasing ultra settings like a freaking perfectionist. These systems are cheaper upfront, cheaper long term, and again, they are yours. And that's, guys, that's really the theme here. Ownership creates exit. You can sell, you can downgrade, you can keep it as a backup, you can hand it down. With the subscription though, your only exit is giving the laptop back and hope you timed it right. And of course, HP will try and argue and argue and argue. They'll tell you it's for your convenience. There won't be any big upfront costs. Don't worry about the resale. You won't have any commitment. But we all know that's just their marketing language doing freaking push-ups. You're committing more, not less. You're locking yourself into a model where every path forward involves either continued payments or walking away empty freaking handed. And the irony of it all is that the subscription only looks competitive because the market is already inflated. You've got the high GPU prices, you've got the RAM shortages, you've got the general tech chaos. HP didn't solve those problems, they just wrapped them in a monthly bill and called it flexibility. So when you line everything up, the financing, the used laptops, the last generation laptops, the subscription doesn't win on price, your freedom, or the long-term value. It wins on your comfort. And comfort is expensive, especially when the bill never stops coming.
At that point, you're not renting a laptop, you're renting peace of mind at a markup.
Okay, we all know that HP didn't cause the current mess and they didn't just delete the affordable hardware from existence. I'll give them that. But they absolutely noticed it. Guys, I can almost guarantee this subscription is extremely well timed, extremely carefully planned, and extremely deliberate. HP looked at a market where gamers are already exhausted, they're already stretched out, they're already conditioned to accept worse deals every year, and they said now. Because this stupid and absurd idea only works in a broken market. 5 years ago, this idea would have been laughed off. 10 years ago, it would have been a meme. Today, guys, today people are actually doing the math and saying, well, maybe, just maybe. And that maybe is the crack HP is sliding this thing through like a parasite, a disgusting and despicable parasite. What HP is really selling here isn't a laptop, it's your relief. Relief from thinking too hard about where the market is headed. I mean, you don't really buy anything, you don't commit to the ownership, you just keep paying and trust that HP will handle it. And that's really genius of them. It's really smart, guys, because they don't really need you to love this model, they just need you to tolerate it. Every outcome feeds the same freaking machine. This isn't about giving gamers the flexibility as much as it is insulating HP from uncertainty. If the hardware depreciates, it's not their problem. If the market crashes, also not their problem. If the performance sucks with time, also not their problem. They basically eliminated all risks and they made you, the consumer, absorb it, one payment at a time. And they're being really sneaky about it. They aren't pitching it as a mandatory thing. They're pitching it as optional, as a choice, as something for certain gamers. And that's how the normalization starts, guys. You don't shove it down everyone's throat. You introduce it softly, wrap it in perks, and wait. And I absolutely freaking guarantee that other companies are watching this, not to see if the gamers will love it, but to see if gamers will accept it. Once the people and the gamers accept renting performance as an idea, ownership becomes the weird option. Once these stupid subscriptions become normal, buying outright starts to look old-fashioned. Let me give you a quick example, guys. An old generation non-smartphone Nokia user is sitting amongst hundreds of smartphone users. Enough said. And once that shift happens, the deals they start getting tighter, guys. Now this version of the subscription still has an exit. It still has a free cancellation window. It still pretends there is a way out of this if you're clever enough. They're freaking onboarding you. You won't roll out the final form first. You ease people into it. And HP are being really patient here. They're slowly, controlling the minds of the gamers to make them accept that this is just how things are now. That the hardware, it's expensive, the ownership is optional, that the monthly payments are completely normal, that this is the grown-up version of gaming. HP didn't start the fire, but they sure as hell brought the marshmallows and they're charging you monthly to roast them. And guys, once enough people get comfortable standing around the flames, it stops being an experiment. It just becomes the new standard. HP, you mother freakers, you did not innovate or do anything new whatsoever. You were just opportunistic. What do you guys think about all of this? If given the option, will you subscribe to this weird service, or are you gonna go with the obvious alternatives and straight up own the damn thing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
And I will use you my 20-year-old laptop. Trust me, it still runs Minecraft at 15 FPS.
And gamers and gamerettes, thank you once again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content in the future. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.